Okay, so like now my turn.
Scary.
So unlike you, the very first impression of Elizabeth was good. So like the very first memory of you was at the Seoul Regional competition during the interview, and I still like remember the aura she was like giving off during the interview. So like I would say like she had this kind of like aura of like uppity, like
uppity. Okay. Yes. Can I explain something?
Okay, go ahead.
This. You know, my chin is not quite not large, and my lips are really small. So if I don't smile at all, people think that I'm kind of that person.
So I am right to some extent.
I have to admit you're right. So my parents always give me some suggestions like, Liz, smile all the time. If you don't smile, you look a bit something.
Okay.
So, yeah. So some people just misunderstand me because whenever I think something
like really
deeply, yes, I lift my chin up like this, or I just look down and don't say anything because I'm thinking too hard. Then people think that I'm that kind of person.
But just like don't get me wrong, like what I meant by uppity was like not in a bad way, but like not in like she was like bossy or like being arrogant. Like I meant by like kind of like a high class woman, like uppity, like kind of uppity. Yes, that's so. It was just like kind of like hard to approach at first.
Oh, okay.
But also like, and when we were doing the interview, like you were like the very first person who just like randomly started asking questions in English.
Yes.
And like, well, this is not related to the topic that we're doing right now, that like the first impression of each other. But now I wonder, what kind of things are you trying to find out from doing this one-on-one English interview from the participants?
The thing is, I know that most of the participants cannot speak in English fluently because English is not our mother tongue.
Right.
So what I wanted to see was like, we have to select our delegates and send it to the international pageant. Then what if she doesn't know how to speak in English? And what if she has to put herself in those kind of new circumstances?
Right.
Then how is she going to overcome that language barrier? I wanted to see those kind of things. So some girls, they just refuse to answer my question in English. And yeah, true. Some girl told me like, why do you ask me an English questions? I'm Korean.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to speak in Korean. So I said,
okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, but you didn't show me that kind of attitude.
I was still a little bit, like, I was kind of like surprised because like there were like many interviewees at the competition. Like before you, I don't remember, but it was like 8 or like 7 like interviewees there, and everybody like was like asking questions in Korean, and you were the last person who was gonna interview me, and suddenly all of a sudden like asking me questions in English. I was a little bit like kind of like not ready, but still like, so also like to do with the interview, speaking of which, I felt like that you are really interested in every participant, like like being really sincere. And also, like, the type of questions you were asking me were like, I really want to know what kind of person she is.
Yes.
And yeah, so maybe that part maybe like made me like have this good impression on you, because you're not really being like superficial, like really being sincere. And yeah, and like also like she was asking me, hey, like, how did you know about our beauty pageant, or why did you apply, and like what did you major in at college, which turned out to be similar to what you studied and I studied, which was quite interesting at that time. So yeah, so my first impression of the interview was good, and also like at the orientation as well. Okay, so yeah, just as she told, I came up with this selfie stick. Sorry about that.
No.
And like during the orientation, like she was like warning us, like, hey girls, never make like separate chat rooms on Katalk.
Oh yeah.
Because it can lead to like stupid gossips and like
True.
talking once behind back and stuff like that. So we were kind of like warning us, which I totally understand. You had this kind of attitude like, hey, like, don't even try to make private chat rooms. You guys think we don't know, but we know all. So like, don't even try to hide it.
Well,
They came from.
Well, actually, I am interested in all the participants because, you know, they will be our family.
Right.
And the reason why I kept asking questions, like so many questions, I really asked many questions, is like, I really wanted to see whether this girl is suitable for the teamwork and also suitable for the, like, you know, soul play or whatever. Because in the end, well, there will be the winner in the runner-ups, but still, it's a whole team. So I wanted to see that kind of things. And what was that? The second one was...
Like, don't make
the
gossips.
chat rooms.
Yeah. Does that mean that like that kind of thing has happened in the past?
A lot. A lot.
How come though? Like,
I don't know
why?
why. Because,
I mean, go ahead.
and the thing is, the reason why I warned that one is I want the girls take only good memories during the camp. But some girls, they just waste precious time and never make such a good memories and friends because they're so interested in gossips and, you know, stupid backbiting things. So that kind of things could be interesting things for her who loves making gossips, but for the other girls, it's hurting, you know?
Right?
So
When they find it out.
exactly. I really wanted to prevent those kind of bad things. And the second reason is there's no secrets.
Okay. That means like everything's gonna be revealed later.
Everything.
In the end.
Like after 3 days since we start the camp, some girls, they really want to win.
Okay.
Because it's competition. It's a competition. Then they screenshot what they have taught and send it to us, to the organization team members.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can
Is
just...
it like she really doing it from like a good heart, or because she like wants to win it and like try to?
I don't know. I cannot tell. Maybe both.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe both. So even though we didn't ask her to do it, but you know, some girls are willing to send those kind of you know, secrets to us. That's why I told you guys, like,
Okay.
yeah, never.
That actually kind of like scared me up. It doesn't mean that I was trying to make like a separate chat rooms, like backbiting other girls. Like I didn't even have an idea of doing that. But it just like made me feel a little bit overwhelmed because it sounded like, oh, Elizabeth will be like watching on us every single minute and like keep an eye on us to see whether the girls are behaving well. But like, we aren't perfect, you know, like sometimes like we all could like sometimes be a brat and sometimes we all like swear. So like I was like, I might make some small mistakes, like we sometimes like I might like act like a brat, like without like regardless of my will. I might use bad words. What if like Elizabeth like witnessed me doing that, like write bad comments about me, like she's a brat, like she just like swear, like she just used a bad word, like so it just like so during the retreat you just made me like a little bit more self-conscious, just like listen well, do as told, like kind of like that. So
Well, then it worked.
It worked. Yeah. So like,
Yeah, it's quite, because it's quite tough. Well, some girls will think that it's just kind of a joke, but actually we're not, because there are so many sponsors investing money.
right.
And to us, it's kind of a business. So we have to find a good business partners, and we have to show, oh, our girls are like, you know, they're well prepared and well behaved. They're really super, super nice.
Beautiful inside and out.
Yes! We have to show that kind of things to our sponsors.
Okay.
That's why we cannot, you know, like just, relax, it's just a picnic. We cannot do that.
Right.
Yeah.
I totally understand. But just like at that time, it just like made me a little bit like more nervous.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. But I mean, what else?
Well, yeah, the etiquette.
Etiquette part.
Yeah, I was teaching and coaching etiquette, the dining manners, table manners.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
speaking of the table manners, like we had this kind of like a lesson during the retreat, like from Elizabeth. Elizabeth was like teaching us like never put elbows on the table like this while eating. Well, I still do. Sorry.
No.
But it's still like stuck in my head. So when I like put elbows on the table while eating, it's still like I still remind of you. Well, thank you for that. So I was just like nervous. What if I just like unconsciously like put my elbow on the table and she saw me like deducting points?
No, I never did that point because of that. No. Well, I know quite a lot of people think that those kind of etiquette is from an old school. It's not a cool stuff anymore. But there's a reason why people are thinking that etiquette is really important because it never changes, even though over the centuries it never changes. And if something never changes, then there must be the reason.
Reason for it.
So I wanted you guys to learn those kind of etiquette. And, if you conduct a good manner to others, then you will be respected from others. And on the other hand, you will learn how to respect others as well. Yes, in return. So, yeah, that was just simple reason.
So, like, I mean, it helped me a lot though, because it was kind of like something that I've never really thought about before. But like now I'm aware of having good manners and things like that. So now I understand like every step of everything during the competition and during the retreat. And now I can like say that how like Elizabeth and the organizer was like trying their best to like find the right person for the competition, like just inside and out, and how they were trying to like put a lot of effort to make this competition happy for everybody. So like I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Well, actually, Susan is really thoughtful, very thoughtful.
Oh, really? Thank you so much.
No, you are.
Am I?
You are working as a teacher, right?
Yeah,
currently,
yes, I am.
Well, I thought she was just maybe shallow girl at the beginning, but no. During the camp, I just found that she's really thoughtful and has a strong sense of leadership. Yeah, so it was kind of some kind of a good opportunity for me.
A good opportunity for me as well. So today we talked about the first impression of each other, and I really like this time. I really like talking to you. This is like her first appearance in our episode, and hope you guys liked it. And everything we talked today was just all jokes.
Yeah,
we were just teasing her.
Yeah, I was just teasing her. So, nothing bad. No bad feelings at all.
Time to say goodbye.
Yeah, let's.
Bye-bye. See you later.